Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. We're going to look at how to take that chaotic, scattered digital workspace of yours and completely streamline it using Gemini Spark. You know that feeling when you're just endlessly bouncing between tabs, trying to hunt down where you saved that one document, or honestly just feeling like you spend way more time organizing your work than actually doing it? Well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're unpacking the setup and the sheer power of a tool that's going to fundamentally change how you handle your digital life. So, the big question, are you ready for an AI that actually does the work? If you've got that familiar inbox anxiety or constant scheduling conflicts, we're going to see how Spark steps up as the ultimate solution by acting as your own 24/7 personal agent. I mean, we've all used AI to answer a quick question or maybe draft an email, right? But having an AI proactively manage your busy work entirely behind the scenes, that is a whole different ballgame. And here's where we see the real paradigm shift. We're moving completely away from those reactive chatbots that just sit there twiddling their thumbs waiting for a prompt, and moving toward an autonomous agent that handles multi-step tasks across all your apps. Think about it. Traditional chats kind of need you to hold their hand every single step of the way. But tasks? That's where Spark lives. It doesn't just give you advice, it literally goes out, reads your emails, checks your calendar, drafts responses, and runs complex workflows for you, while just keeping you in the loop for the final say. Here is our roadmap for this explainer. First, we'll meet your AI agent, then access the Spark settings, enable personal intelligence, connect your Google Workspace apps, and finally, see Spark in action.
All right, Section 1, meet your AI agent.
Accessing Spark is honestly incredibly simple. Step 1, you just open Gemini like you normally would. Step 2, look for that Spark button and give it a click. It literally just takes that one click to switch your whole workspace from the standard chat interface right over into the task-driven Spark environment. And then step 3, you'll see the prompt bar front and center. Now, this isn't just for typing questions anymore. This is your command center for kicking off all those multi-step tasks we just talked about. Moving right along to Section 2, accessing Spark settings. So, the engine room, where the magic happens. You're going to navigate straight to the gear icon down in the bottom left corner to open your settings, and boom, you're ready to start configuring. What I absolutely love about this is that it completely unlocks Spark's core capabilities without making you deal with any complicated coding, APIs, or messy tech integrations. It's built to be totally user-friendly from the very first second. Next up, Section 3, enabling personal intelligence. Now, this is a big one. Personal intelligence is the feature that actually allows Gemini to learn from your past chats so it understands your preferences. You really want to turn on memory so that Spark learns about you over time. By toggling this on, you're making sure you don't have to repeat your unique quirks and preferences every single time you give it a task. It gets smarter and much more tailored to your life the more you use it. On to Section 4, connecting Google Workspace apps. Right inside those exact same settings, you're going to find the Connected Apps menu. By toggling on Google Workspace, you instantly enable Gmail integration, Google Drive access, Calendar sync, and Docs connection. You're basically giving Spark the keys to proactively dig through your scattered files, read those long emails, and manage your schedule to get complex jobs done for you. Just think about how many times you've lost, 10 minutes just searching for a specific Google Doc or some old buried email thread? By checking this box, Spark takes over all that tedious hunting and gathering.
Finally, Section 5, let's see Spark in action.
Okay, let's look at the payoff. Here's a real prompt from the source material that puts all this setup to the test. The user asks, "Can you bring all this together into a one-day itinerary for me?" Now, what's happening here is the user is trying to plan a trip to San Diego, but their plans are a total mess right now. They've got a scattered Google Doc full of random ideas, a website they found with things to do, and a bunch of emails discussing a visit to the San Diego Zoo. They literally just dump all of this onto Spark and ask it to untangle the mess. And because you connected your Workspace apps earlier, Spark autonomously goes to work. First, it dives into your Gmail and successfully finds those San Diego Zoo's safari park tickets. Second, entirely unprompted, it checks your Google Calendar and spots a 12 noon meeting conflict that would totally derail the zoo trip. Finally, it pulls destination ideas, like visiting La Jolla, straight from that messy Google Doc. It seamlessly cross-references 3 completely different applications to build a totally logical itinerary. But wait, it gets even better. Remember that personal intelligence memory we enabled just a couple of minutes ago? Well, thanks to that one setting, Spark already knows the user is a pescatarian. It also knows the user is currently traveling in a truck camper. And how? Spark learned this from prior, completely unrelated chats. So when it was building the San Diego itinerary, it automatically factored in pescatarian restaurant options and even suggested heading back to the truck camper to take that 12 noon meeting in a quiet place, all without the user ever even asking for it. I mean, that is the true power of a proactive agent. Once your base setup is done and you start seeing magic like that itinerary, you can start leveraging some really advanced features to put your productivity on complete autopilot. A skill allows you to save a complex workflow, like having Spark analyze your inbox, draft a bunch of replies, and delete canceled meetings as a single one-click repeatable task. Then you pair that skill with a schedule, and this lets you automate those tasks based purely on time. You can literally tell Spark to run your newly created inbox manager skill every single day at 5 a.m. while you're still sleeping. So now that your Troactive AI agent is fully configured, connected to all your apps, armed with personal memory, and totally ready to handle your digital busy work behind the scenes, I want to leave you with this one thought. Think about your most tedious, annoying daily tasks. What will you schedule Spark to do for you at 5 a.m. tomorrow?